What is it about conservative beliefs that makes people so angry?
Hi, it's part 2. If you're watching this first, there's a part 1 to this. It doesn't really matter what order you watch it in, really, but there's another part to this if you want more of this. But whatever. Let's get into it.
Is it that I think that we should keep hypersexualized materials and surgeries away from juveniles and let's keep that to the adults?
Oh, yeah, okay. Woo! So once again, it's the disingenuous framing for me. It's the bad faith framing for me. It's the straight up lying while framing the details of the ideological disagreement. For me, that's not what this issue is. That's not what the disagreement here is. This issue, if you're being honest, is that you don't believe that gay and trans people are good for society, and you don't believe that because of your religion. That's the honest conservative Christian argument. It's not because people in the LGBTQIA plus community and their advocates are grooming kids. They're not. There's no proof of that. There is plenty of proof that people in conservative circles and people in Christian churches are grooming and abusing children. Like, there's just so much evidence of that, but we won't be petty and go down that road. No, that's not your actual argument. Your actual argument is you don't think that being queer is moral or good for society because you think that that's what it says in the Bible. Period. Every other tactic that conservatives use when approaching this issue is just a bad faith, disingenuous attempt to mask the fact that they have a religious objection to queer people. And people on the left, we simply don't share that moral objection. We simply don't think that there is anything inherently immoral or unethical about queer people existing. We acknowledge the reality that queer people do exist. We acknowledge the reality that queer children exist. And we believe it is in the best interest of the social health of not only queer children, but children everywhere and people everywhere to just acknowledge the reality of queer people and to live in harmony and peace and love with them. I don't want to mince words with you here. We are annoyed and frustrated and triggered by your beliefs on this issue because we find them to be desperately lacking in sufficient evidence. We find them to be ignorant and we find them to be bigoted.
Is it that I believe in Jesus?
I don't give a shit that you believe in Jesus. Nobody does. Frankly, I wish you all acted a lot more like him.
Is it because I am outright incapable of doing the mental gymnastics to deny biology?
No, it's because you quite literally don't know the first thing about biology. I'm sure that you subscribe to the conservative Christian belief that there are 2 genders and only 2 genders, and that is an immutable biological reality. Right out of the gate, you're just wrong. You're just factually, scientifically wrong. There just simply, factually are way more than 2 ways that humans present biologically, anatomically, chromosomally. The list goes on and on. No mental gymnastics required, just a basic willingness to learn new information.
Is it that I use my platform to speak out against child sex trafficking? Like, which part?
Oh my God, I hate this. This brain-meltingly stupid insinuation that conservatives are against child sex trafficking, which means that leftists and liberals are for child sex trafficking. Like, it's so crazy to me that the premise of this whole video is that you don't understand why people on the left are annoyed with you. You can't think of a reason why someone on the left would be mean to you or dislike you, and you're out here with a platform of 150,000 Instagram followers baselessly accusing millions of people of supporting child sex trafficking. Like, it's because you do stuff like this. While meanwhile, and yeah, I'm gonna get petty here, if we were to actually keep score on which political ideology is more guilty of sex crimes against children, it's conservative Christianity In a landslide. It's not even close. It's so embarrassing that you pretend not to be aware of this stuff. And I say pretend because I honestly don't buy for a second that I'm the first person who's told you any of this stuff. You're a politically active, conservative content creator. There's just no way you've never heard leftist ideology adequately described to you before. But here you are, making a video where you're pretending like no one's ever been able to give you a good argument. And that right there might just be the most aggravating thing about, yeah, conservatives in general, but you in particular.
Which part of conservative beliefs are you so mad about? And can you make it make sense that you hate me because I believe in these things?
Yeah, and I think I just did. I think I just did a pretty good job. So, but I will say, I don't hate you. I don't know you. So I don't hate you.
Because the only answer I can find is that you're fulfilling prophecy, which I'm okay with.
Okay. You are testing the limits of my will to not hate a stranger on the internet.